Why people wonder they say shall never end. If everything we're hearing about these women is the truth, it simply means that they can never change. Never. Seriously. According to what we are hearing, they said something happened to Igbi inside the palace, you know. And when they told Kabiesi about it, they said Kabiesi laughed. According to what we are hearing, they said Igbi was seen at a very odd time, you know, coming to her car to come and pick some stuffs. But unfortunately, they said something happened to her. She was seen falling like someone who was attacked or something, or who have some skeletal problems. That was how they said when the servant went to help her up. She was saying that her shoe wasn't balancing well and all of that. But looking at her shoe, there was nothing wrong with her shoes, and they managed to help her got up. That was how they said she entered her car to pick some brown envelope. When she brought out the envelope, they said Igbi was confused. Igbi was going up and down, moving up and down in a direction that people were confused. They were like, what is she doing? They were just watching her because she did not call for their attention. They were just watching her. They said after some minutes of going up and down, back and front as someone that is confused, the next thing she did was to enter her car. She wanted to drive off the palace, but along the line they say she stopped on her way to the gate, and before you know it, she started making calls, and from there she left her car along the road, as in where she's not supposed to park. They said everything about her was odd, was awkward. People were like, what is wrong with her? What is she doing? Why is she? Yeah, they said she was holding that brown envelope, but everything about her, looking at her, you could see that she is highly confused. Then suddenly they said she started calling a particular person on the phone. Few minutes after making that calls, they said that person came and collected that envelope from her. That was when she kind of regained her senses and started acting normal again. So they said when all those things was happening, they were just watching her. She did not tell anybody that something is wrong with her, so they did not ask her what is the problem and all of that. But shortly after that, they said when Kabiyesi came and they told Kabiyesi about Igbi's confused state and all of that, the Kabiyesi just smiled and said that Igbi is just trying the goss. That according to what happened, it's like she have gone to a place and they gave her juju to come inside the palace to cause confusion. Because this Ituase stuff, they said that matter is very serious. Even though the family of Ebony are working so hard with some elders claiming that she is pregnant, and for as long as she's pregnant, the Tuase can no longer continue for her. But as for Igbi, there is no news like she being pregnant or something of that nature. Or maybe she will start claiming her own pregnancy too. So, and that Ituase, they said the king is very serious about it. Igbi must have gone out there to get those things so that she will bring confusion to the palace, so that maybe the king will forget about the Ituase or will not continue with the Ituase on her. But unfortunately, instead of what she brought into the palace to cause confusion in the palace, the thing started causing confusion on her. They said throughout that period she was doing all of that, Kabiyesi said it was what she brought into the palace that was causing her to be in that state. And had it been she did not remove that thing from the palace, she wouldn't have gotten herself. That when they told her that she is now on her own, she did not understand it. That before now they used to bring in anything. And because they have the covering of the king, they end up succeeding, But they did this time around, she did not know that it is no longer business as usual. They said the kind of confusion that meets her within that shortest period of time that she tried to brought that thing out of her car to bring it in. It did not work. Oh. They say even when she entered her car, she was seeing things. She was seeing ghosts. That was why she ran away from from her car again and started trekking towards the gate and all of that. And the information have it that shortly after that, they said the king called her and told her not to disgrace herself and her entire family the way she is planning to. That maybe they did not explain to her very well. That right now she is on her own. Anything she tries to bring into the palace will turn against her. In case she did not know, maybe she did not understand it very well. That whoever that is deceiving her outside, all those mamalawo places and babalawo places that they used to go and collect all this juju and everything, she shouldn't allow those people to help her to bring her end very fast in the palace. So, because with the way she's going, she thinks that her juju can help her these days. That if she tries anything again, it will backfire. If she will tell herself the truth. They said why Kabiyesi was saying all of that, she was pretending that there is nothing of that nature, this, that, but they say Kabiyesi already know. Yes, and that's why a lot of people believe that all this why they are doing all those things they are doing, that Kabiyesi know, but he was just giving them long rope, thinking that they will change. But unfortunately, from the look of things, they believe so much that with their juju, they can manipulate the situation, they can change everything and all of that. And this is what happens when you get into something with juju. Sometimes you think you can keep being there with that juju and everything. One day, the juju will fail. And when it fails, everything about you in that place will be, as a matter of fact, you regret even entering that place at first. And I believe that is what is happening to Igbi right now. Because from the information we gathered from the beginning, they said na juju she used enter there from the beginning. You know, na juju she used confuse everything. And the king now left her friend like there and went for her. And ever since then, she had been keeping up with that juju and everything. But right now, as the king's coverage is no longer with them, if they try the juju right now, they are going to fail. And that is exactly what happens to her. They said she was confused. She doesn't know what she was doing. She was just walking up and down. She doesn't have any direction. Not until she was able to take that thing away from the palace. That was when she remembered that where she was parking was wrong. And they said she went and carried her car back to the place where she brought it out from and entered inside. Allegedly, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. Don't forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media. I shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Do well to subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.